Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala. In the last 2 months, the war in Gaza has really heightened the attention that Islam is getting. And there are a lot of Muslims themselves who are now starting to answer questions, learn their deen. And we here at Safina Society have produced a platform called ArtView for this purpose exactly. We want to absorb and all those Muslims who are studying their religion for the first time. And we want to make it super simple for them. One of the questions that we have to answer that we often get is why we teach the Sharia or the sacred law through the madhabs, right? And there are 4 madhabs, and this set of videos, I want to share with you why exactly they exist, what is a madhab in the first place, and then why we study them, and answer some questions you may get and hear going around in Muslim circles about madhabs. The first question is, what is a madhab? Quite simply, a madhab is a series of opinions or a method of doing something. A madhab linguistically is a way, and in the field of Sharia, studies of Islam, it's an educated methodology that will help you get to the truth. Okay? And that's what the goal of everybody is. Now, why would we need that when we have a very clear book? The qat'i, explicit foundations of the religion have no discussion on them. They're crystal clear. No one is going to differ and say, well, my interpretation is that Mecca is actually in Jerusalem, right, for Hajj. No one's going to say Ramadan is actually not the month of Ramadan that we have now, but it's another month. So the foundations, no one should, when people say the Sahaba did things differently, they worry. No, the foundations are set. These are the explicit verses that cannot be differed upon. But on the inexplicit verses, where you need to think and you need to show how something is done. Okay, so we all agree we have to wash our face, our arms, our feet, and wipe our hair, and we'll do it. No one disagrees. But what is washing? So I just dunk it in is enough? So on that, there are madhab. Every field of discipline has madhabs. Insofar as something is up for discussion, you have schools of thought. If I want to get from Jersey to New York, there are madhabs. There are different ways to do it. I can go by train. I can go by car. I could take the Holland Tunnel. I could take the Lincoln Tunnel. I could take the GW. All right. I could go to Jersey City and take the PATH train. So that's physically in life. What a strategy to achieve something. Okay. I could be defensive. I could be offensive. All right. I could be conservative. I could go in attack mode. There are methodologies of doing things in life. These are madhabs. So in Islam, because we have different verses that are not explicit, the scholars have madhabs. Because we have discussion about hadith, which hadith are you going to prefer? The hadith of Aisha or Ibn Mas'ud on, for example, the issue of eyebrows, right? Someone might say Ibn Mas'ud is more knowledgeable. So hold on, this is about issue of women. You're taking from Aisha. Aisha is also, the Prophet said, take half your deen from this little red hair. Okay, do I take the part of the deen that's about war that she never attended, right? So she may be the most knowledgeable, but not in matters of warfare. She never attended those. And a person who was with the Prophet 24 hours a day in the masjid was not with him at home, right? So on all these things, you have, it's up for discussion. Anything that in which there's up for discussion, there are methods. So a person shouldn't suddenly be scared. Hold on, I thought we had a very solid religion and was unified. Yes, it's unified in what's explicit, the foundations, like a tree. Allah made a tree, the foundation is very strong, the trunk is extremely strong, and the branches are flexible. And that flexibility, Umar ibn Abdul Aziz said, the difference of opinion in the ummah is a mercy. Because people's different circumstances, right, require or can benefit from differences of opinion.